Teams are actually how companies get things done. They're actually the cellular unit of production. Performance evaluations are still focused on individuals, and therefore teams are actually what we should be looking at. And the interesting challenge was that there's actually no really simple way to analyze teams. K2 is an early-stage technology investor focused in Southeast Asia. We invest primarily in fintech, insurance, blockchain technologies, and workplace transformation opportunities. Graphene is an application specifically designed to monitor and provide feedback for teams in order for them to perform at their maximum performance. Several years ago, Google did a study on themselves. They wanted to understand why some teams performed exceptionally well and other teams did not. The interesting thing was that they studied 180 teams. They identified 250 separate variables, and they were unable to find anything regarding individual personalities or traits or qualifications which had any predictive relationship with team performance. It was only when they started to study interactive features that certain patterns started to emerge. High-performing teams could not be created. You could not generically say that this type of a person combined with this other type of person would create a great team. And this was a very profound insight. The first challenge was, how do you actually identify and address teams? How do you communicate with them? How do you get data that is specifically related to teams? And until recently, this would have been a very significant challenge. A couple of years ago, social messaging became a prevalent thing. One of the pioneers of this was Slack. Slack is specifically focused on addressing the needs of workplace teams. They self-identify teams, and this makes analyzing and addressing teams much easier. What this meant was that for something like Graphene, there was a real utility, because what we're focused on is studying these types of interactions. And we can do this now relatively easily by using messaging applications essentially as a proxy for relationships and how different members interact with each other. It features an intelligent bot that is able to communicate both at the team level and individuals, and it monitors performance of and behaviors and interactions between team members. And when it detects that certain behaviors, and it advises both team leaders and individual members on how to adjust their behaviors and/or performance in order to ensure that the team maintains health. We're actually not a software company. We're actually an investment firm. We originally engaged Persistent to help us with the development of the application. And our experience with Agile and with Persistent has been terrific, beyond what we'd ever anticipated. The ability to explore different possibilities and adopt new directions and discard other ones that didn't seem to work was something that allowed us to have a product created and be able to bring that to market much more quickly than we had ever anticipated.